What's good? Today is Sunday, June 28th. It is 10:53 a.m. Up bright and early. Already went to the gym, got an oil change. I got to run up to New York to handle some business, but I figured I'd, stop outside and make a quick video. So today's topic is your competition is not other people. Your competition is your comfort zone, your bad habits, your distractions, your overthinking, negative mindset, your lack of discipline. I made a video about this before. Similar, like we are our own worst enemy. Typically we kind of shoot our own self in the foot. And we think we have all these other factors that are really hindering us. We think it's our living situation. We think it's the people around us who might be oppressing us. We think it might be the lack of opportunity we get. But a lot of times it's really just you. And it's your lack to keep it together. It's your lack of discipline. It's your lack of focus. It's your lack of actually getting outside your comfort zone and trying and building something. Everybody, including myself, I notice I'll wait for certain things to come to me. I'll wait for certain opportunities. But a saying that I have is, be a playmaker. You got to make things happen for yourself. You can't wait for everything to come to you, but you actually got to make it happen yourself. But we are our own worst enemy, man. It's really you versus you. That's really it. And just got to find a way to get out your own head. And I think it's hard, but a lot of it, honestly, I believe is taking risk. Especially when you're young, it's like, go for it. Take the risk. Something my dad tells me is, now is the time to mess up. You could take a big risk now and you could still fall back. Being 25 years old, this is the time to kind of roll the dice. And I'm not saying do stupid things, but get out your comfort zone and do different things. The reason why you aren't where you are is because you're just stuck where you're at. You choose not to take the risk. You choose not to be focused and to be disciplined. All these are choices. And I'm not saying these are easy choices, but they're choices that needs to be made. And instead of complaining all the time about you're not where you're at, you got to take that risk and do what you got to do. It's you versus you. It's nobody else. Some people are in very, very unique situations. So, I'll give those people a pass. But 90% of people, the reason why you're not successful is because of you. The reason why you're not where you at is because of you. Because you don't want to put in the work, because you don't want to have discipline, because you don't want to have focus, because you're so scared to get out of your comfort zone. So I'm honestly going to keep it short. It's you versus you. And at the end of the day, it's up to you to make a change. It's up to you to be the difference. So, are you happy where you're at? And if the answer is yes, cool. But if the answer is no, change. Do something different. Take the risk. Take the leap of faith. Do something. And if you fail, you'll get back up. You'll recover. And I think a lot of people assume that if they fail, they won't recover. If they fail, it means death. 99% of the time, that's not how it works. Unless you're flying a plane or you're being a pilot and you fail, you mess around and crash, all right, fair enough. But you can't let fear hold you back. And you can't keep living the life you're living unless you're happy with what you're living. But I know a lot of people in this life, a lot of people in this world is unhappy with their life. I come across a lot of young people and I see a lot of stories on YouTube, and I really don't have Instagram or nothing like that. So it's mainly YouTube for me. But when I did have Instagram, a lot of young people complaining about everything. You can even talk about the dating market. Yeah, the dating market is trash, but at the same time, dog, put up your shots. Yeah, it's hard to find a nice girl, fair. But how many girls have you talked to? Have you talked to 100? And 9 out of 10, the answer is no. I have not talked to 100. Have you gone out today and talked to every single girl you found attractive? No. So why are you complaining, dog? At the end of the day, you're stuck in your mind, and you're never going to grow that way. So I'm going to get up out of here. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate you guys taking the time out your day to hear me rant. Brody, I love you. Keep your head up and keep on pushing and understand it's you versus you. You aren't where you are. You aren't where you want to be because of your own deficiencies. So, we need to tighten up. I'll catch you later. Peace.